What's up guys, Ryan here from Mudgunner, and today it is Viewer Builds episode 47. The theme was your most recent acquisition. So I do have one of my recent acquisitions here, but I'm not going to say anything about it yet because I have an unboxing video coming out this week. But here she is. Very pretty gun, and I'm excited to talk about it. Speaking of acquisitions and guns, there is something that I'm trying to make happen. There is a gun, a Holy Grail gun that I've always wanted that I'm trying to make happen, but it's going to require a few things. So YouTube, I am not selling guns, but I am going to say that I am selling a car to fund a gun. If you guys are in Arizona and in the market for a 2011 red Camaro SS V8, it's a convertible with a stage 1 Texas speed cam, Borla attack exhaust, and a K&N air intake. Let me know because I am selling that car to help fund a gun. Yeah, I have a problem, I know. But yeah, cool car. I've had it since 2017. It's basically been my daily driver. I bought my 4Runner last year, so yeah, as much as I love, a V8 muscle car, there's another gun that I'd rather have more. So if you guys are in the market for that, let me know. You can hit up my email at sales@atroxco.com or hit me up on Instagram if you'd like to see pictures of it. My Instagram is mud_gunner. But yeah, there's guns that need to be bought by me. So yeah, with that being said, the theme for the next viewer build video is going to be Safe Queen. So do you have a gun that is considered a Safe Queen, whether you shoot it or not? This is one of mine that I would say is more of a Safe Queen. I have shot it though. This is a very cool John Dillinger Tommy gun, or John Dillinger themed Tommy gun. It's 1 of 500 and it's gold, and it's pretty cool. It's very heavy, awkward to load and shoot, but the Tommy gun is very iconic and I like it. I bought this for, I believe, my 26th birthday a few years ago. So yeah, it's cool. It's got the 50 round drum. It's gold, and yeah, very cool to have a gold Tommy gun. I actually just bought Public Enemy, which is the movie about John Dillinger with Johnny Depp, and I got that for $2 the other day, which was pretty cool. So yeah, this is cool. Kind of a Safe Queen, but I have shot it and I'm not opposed to shooting it at all because I like shooting my guns. So yeah, that is going to be the next viewer build theme, is Safe Queens. So if you want to send a picture of that, you can send it to my email. It is sales@atroxco.com. If you've done anything to it, describe it from tip to butt. But I mean, this is just a stock Tommy gun, so it's cool. And if you have a couple that you don't have a big build list on that we can get through kind of quickly, you can send a couple Safe Queen guns. So yeah, with that being said, let's check out this week's viewer builds, which was your most recent acquisition. All right, guys, kicking off this week's viewer build video, we have this Dano Defense PCC. This comes from Angel. So I'm going to go through what he said here. Again, Dano Defense PCC, it's chambered in 9mm. It's got a Surefire light, a Holosun Iris laser, a Huxworks 9K titanium. It's got a Holosun red dot and a Geisley trigger. And then he was asking my thoughts on it. I think it looks really cool. I'm assuming you had the Cerakote job done. It doesn't say in here, but I've never seen Dano Defense do that color before. So yeah, I mean, that's a cool build. I have not shot one of these myself yet. I like that they take CZ Scorpion mags, and just the fact that it's standard AR controls, so there's nothing new to learn there. I assume recoil is probably maybe a little bit like 5.56, right? Because most AR9s are not like super low recoil in comparison to 5.56 just because they're blowback. I believe this is blowback. I haven't looked into it too much, but yeah, I do think it looks cool. I like your setup on there, especially with the suppressor, and I bet running subs, it's like super smooth. So yeah, overall great build. Thank you for sharing that one, Angel. This next one comes from Jack, and this is their newest and first custom AR-15 pistol build. It's my take on a minimalist, flat-top, modern kitty cat PDW. Her designation is GP556, which means General Purpose 556. Nice. So going through the parts list, it's got an aluminum 80% lower, done on hand by an end mill machine. It's got an 8-inch 5.56 upper, and he got that from a local gun show. Brand of the individual upper parts is unknown as it was custom. It's got Magpul Gen 3 backup iron sights with a bright fluorescent painted orange tip. And then he said the brand of the paint is OPI Feeling Fire Orange Nail Polish. Thank my sister for the recommendation. Nice. Yeah, it looks bright just from the picture. It's got a Magpul AFG2 angled grip, a nickel boron bolt carrier group, a mil-spec safety selector, a SIG 2-stage match trigger, a mil-spec charging handle with an aftermarket lever paddle extension. It's got an H3 buffer and a mil-spec recoil spring, a Magpul MOE pistol grip with a custom stipple grip texture that I did myself. It's got the DPMS Car 15 / Kitty Cat pistol brace, and then off camera is a no-name sling. And then it looks like he also has a YouTube channel. It is called Squeakiest Chair. So go check that out. And yeah, thank you for sharing that one, Jack. It looks good. This next one comes from DJ, and I always love me an MP5 SD build. So recent project, this is an AP5 SD. It's got the Dead Air Wolfman suppressor that I already had and decided to dedicate to this rifle. So we did a Form 1, ordered the MP5A2 stock same day, and got a 36-hour approval. And then the stock arrived after 4 days. Nice. So yeah, this is an SBR, does require the $200 tax stamp. Hopefully next year, no more $200 tax stamp, but I'll wait until that actually goes through. It says, not sure what else I want to do to it, if anything at all. It's not a true SD, but it has the look and it's a vibe. And he says, yeah, this was a bucket list gun, so he took the opportunity to get one while he could. Nice, yeah. And in case you guys aren't familiar with like a true SD versus a non-SD, so the MP5 SD has a ported barrel, so it's got holes in it to reduce the velocity of standard full metal jacket ammo, like 115 grain, stuff like that. It'll make it subsonic. This is basically a barrel that you can thread or tri-lug a suppressor on. I assume he did the tri-lug option, and that's just generally easier for everyone to do. So yeah, I run a tri-lug suppressed MP5, and it's a blast to shoot. I actually just did a match with it. You guys can check that video out as my last one. But yeah, I mean, this thing looks sick, and I definitely want to do something similar at some point. So yeah, thank you for sharing that one, DJ. This next one comes from Caleb, and this is a B&T SPC9 PDW. And just looking at it, it looks pretty good. I'm going to go through his list here. So it's got an Otter Creek Labs lithium suppressor, a B&T QD foregrip, a Modlite OKW with the Modlite 18350 light body, a Surefire tail cap, and a Modlite mod button. It's got the SIG Romeo 4XT Pro on a 193 ScalarWorks mount. It's got the die-free Co grip, and then it's got the B&T iron sights. And this one does look like it's the SBR, so it's got the factory B&T stock. But yeah, I mean, that thing looks sick. I have not shot the SPC9 yet. I've shot the GHM9, the APC9. That may have been their only 9mm that I've shot myself. But yeah, B&T makes a lot of really cool subguns, and at some point I'd like to try shooting them all. So yeah, thank you for sharing that one, Caleb. It looks great. These next two come from Sean, and says there's two because he picked them up at the same time, or the lowers at the same time. Counting them together because I snagged both the SR15 lowers from Pre-Sample Depot at the same time on the most recent drops and built them out. Starting from tip to boat on this one, it's a 16-inch URX Mod 2 notched upper, so that should be a complete Knights Armament upper. It's got the Knights CDQ PRT suppressor. It says CDQ, but I think it's actually the QDC, but yeah, there's so many acronyms for Knights stuff. But yeah, the Knights PRT suppressor. It's got an Atlas bipod, a Knights finger stop, a Vortex Razor on a Reptilia mount, and then an Acro on an ROF. I forget what ROF stands for, but just like that top mount. It's got the SR15 lower, a Squid Magwell, and a die-free Co grip. And yeah, that thing looks sick. I am a fan of Knights Armament a lot. I don't have one of their ARs myself. I have the SR25, an old one, but I haven't shot it yet because it's needing a new trigger. But I want one of their 5.56s one of these days. And the next one he sent here is actually the one that I'm looking to do. This is the Knights CQB. So it's an 11.5-inch URX Mod 2 upper. It's got the Knights QDC MCQ PRT suppressor. Again, so many three-letter acronyms for Knights. It's got rail scales, a Knights finger stop, a Holosun iris. It's got the Castle optic mount / diving board, an Aimpoint T2, a Squid Magwell, a die-free Co grip, and then an irregular defense riser. And one thing, if you're wondering why I didn't mention like the sights or anything, so Knights Armaments from the factory generally come with their muzzle device for their suppressor. It comes with their flip-up sights, which are very nice, but also very expensive by themselves. And it comes with their ambi safety and their two-stage triggers. So Knights just generally comes with all that stuff. But yeah, I would say they're very nice out of the box. I have shot them a couple times, they are just a little bit more tough to get. So yeah, those are both awesome, Sean. Again, I'm looking to do that CQB build that you got going there. That one is basically what I'm looking to do with mine whenever I get it. So thank you for sharing those. And then he does have more pictures on his Instagram. It's aloha.defense. So go check that out. Speaking of other ARs that I want, even though I don't need anymore, this is the Sons of Liberty Tomahawk. It's a collaboration with Veil Solutions, and this comes from Rams. And yeah, Sons of Liberty did a cool collab with Veil Solutions for this one, and then they also have OD Green one with Sage Dynamics. I want both of them, but this is literally the exact build I would do on this one. So this is my most recent baby. It's a Sons of Liberty Gunworks Tomahawk. Everything is stock except for the trigger that I changed for a Geissele SSP flat bow. It's running an EOTech EXPS 3-2 with the G45 magnifier. It's got the HRF concept cover. It's got rail scales, a hand stop from Sanson Manufacturing, a Surefire Scout Turbo, and for the suppressor, it's a Dead Air Sandman X. Nice, and then he didn't mention it, but the EOTechs are both on Unity mounts. And yeah, I mean, I love the color scheme out of the box on these. It's like a cool tanadize. It's got the Coyote B5 furniture from the factory. It's already set up for the Dead Air chemos because I think it's like a 13.7 inch pin. And yeah, just a sweet setup, and I would do it exactly how you have it here. I also like the etched tomahawk in the lower receiver, and yeah, I'm looking forward to eventually being able to shoot this gun and own it myself. Actually, just checked, we got another email. His name was Ramzo, and he mentioned the Unity mounts and this one. It's also got a Magpul sling that's not pictured. But yeah, thank you for sharing that one, Ramzo. Alright, this next one comes from James, and this is pretty sick looking. It's a Thompson Center Encore. It's a 14-inch barrel 30-06. It's got a Sig Romeo 5 for now, and I want a nice lightweight LPVO. It's got a Sharps Bros pistol grip with a 1913 rail, and then it's got a Strike Industries dual folding brace. I also have a surplus Mosin sling that I'm going to use, just waiting on sling studs. Nice. I can only imagine how that shoots. In case you guys didn't know, these Thompson Center Encores and Contenders, they are single shot pistols or rifles, depending on what you do, and you can get different barrels for them in like the craziest calibers possible. We actually just bought a collection of like 10 different ones of these, and they're at our store right now. They're pretty interesting. I've never shot one, but yeah, they just seem very unique, and they're very much used for like hunting from what I know. But yeah, interesting gun. So thank you for sharing that one, James. I've never seen one quite like that. This next one comes from Daniel, and his most recent pickup is an FNX45 Tactical in FDE. This is another one that I'd like to get one of these days. It's got a Holosun 407C on top, a Surefire X300 Vampire, and then a Silencerco Omega 45K. And he plans on taking this out shooting with his night vision, and yeah, that's sweet. I basically want to do something similar. I just want to run a Flat Dark Earth light suppressor and optic on mine. I do have a Dead Air Ghost 45 in Flat Dark Earth that I'd probably run on there. And then I'm thinking like a RMR and then a Surefire X300 in tan. But yeah, yours looks really good as a two-tone gun. So thank you for sharing that one, Daniel. All right, this next one comes from Quinn, and he did not send me a build list, but he's one of my regulars at my store. So I think I can piece this together from the picture he sent. So this is a URGI 14.5 inch, and I believe it's the complete near clone correct upper. And then for his suppressor, he's got a Surefire RC2. He's got either an AT PLC or a Somo Gear pack. I think it was a Somo Gear if I remember him telling me right. He's got a Surefire Scout Light Turbo on there. He's got the dual pressure switch, a Tango Down M-Lock vertical grip. It's got a Night Force. I can't tell if that's like an attacker or the NX8, but it's a Night Force and I think a Geissele mount. Sorry, I can't zoom in from where I'm at. And then it's got an aim point on top, and I believe he got the Geissele lower for it, which would have the Geissele trigger. It's got the B5 grip and the B5 stop mount stock. But that's a very sweet looking 14.5 inch URGI, and I actually have mine built up similarly. I just don't have a laser on it yet, and I'm running a Vortex Razor 1-6 on mine. But yeah, thank you for sharing that one, Quinn. It looks really great. This next one comes from John, and his most recent pickup was a Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 competitor. He also has a YouTube channel. It's called The Tactical Electrician, so go check that out. On the pistol, we have a Surefire X300 UA. This is a 1000 lumen light, and the light moves from gun to gun until I pick another one. And then the optic he has on there is a Holosun 508T with the red dot, and this came off his older M&P until he figures out what he's going to do in the long run. Suggestions are welcome. Well, I like running Trijicon RMRs. That's my go-to optic, but I've shot with the Holosuns, and they seem to be pretty nice. And yeah, he says, picked it up a couple days ago, and in my opinion, it's one of the best looking factory handguns on the market. Hopefully it shoots as good as it looks. And then he's waiting on a tier 1 holster to come in so he can shoot it in a match. And all stock for now, but probably not for long. Nice. Yeah, that's the nice thing about these Smith & Wessons is I think they have a really nice trigger out of the box. It's already got the flared mag well. I think these come with 4 mags if I'm not mistaken. Mine is a old MMP9 Core series, and I put a Apex trigger in that, and then an RMR with the Streamlight. But yeah, I mean, the way you have that set up, I think it's going to shoot really nice. So thank you for sharing that one, John. This next one comes from Cole, and this is a Brownells BRN22 Charger build, just completed a few days ago for quietly taking out groundhogs and other pests. And it's also my first suppressed build. Nice. Well, yeah, I mean, it looks cool, and I always like suppressed 22s. They're just so quiet. So going through his list, it's got the Silenceco Sparrow suppressor. It's got a KIDD, K-I-D-D, 10-inch fluted barrel. It's got the Brownells BRN22 railed receiver, a Ruger bolt. It's got a JWH charging handle, a Primary Arms SLX3 that I had sitting around for the optic. It's got the Ruger trigger pack, and it will eventually be replaced with the Franklin Armory one. It's got a B5 grip, an SB AK folding brace, and then an Enoch Arcane chassis. Nice. Yeah, that looks pretty sweet, especially with the side folding brace, and then if you take the suppressor off, I bet it folds up nicely. But yeah, thank you for sharing that one, Cole. This next one comes from Charlie, and looks like we got a Beretta here. I've been really liking the Berettas and all the camos they've been doing. I don't own one yet. I have an M9A3, which is FDE, but I like all these multicams they're doing. So, let's see what he said here. This is my brand new Beretta 92XI SAO. It's a combat series in the BDU Cerakote. I already have an Olight PL Turbo Valkyrie and a Tanner Machine Products RMR mounting plate not installed yet. Still waiting on a Holosun 507C. Should have been in a few weeks ago, but I've been assured it will be in any day now. Also have lock grips. I'm going to butcher this word. Veloce or Veloce, I don't know. OD green and tan camo on the way. Took a chance on those because they don't have pics of that pattern on their site yet. Future plans at this point include a 2 Patriots trigger and a Go Gun USA takedown lever gas pedal. My plan is to either make this a go bag pistol or replace my Glock 17 as my nightstand pistol and make the G17 a go bag pistol. What do you think I should do? Honestly, like my Beretta shoots really nice, but I would say it's probably too big for me to want to run around with it or carry it as a go bag gun. So I would say Glock for the go bag and this for the nightstand, as long as it shoots good. I don't generally like trusting a gun for self-defense unless I've shot at least 500 rounds through it, so I always recommend that. But yeah, I mean, it looks sick. I don't foresee you having any issues with the 92. But yeah, I like that camo. I think for me, I'd have to go with their Arid camo that they came out with, but that one does look sick. So yeah, thank you for sharing that one, Charlie. I actually just saw this other email. So update is the parts came in. So he got the Holosun 507C on there. He's got the grips that I cannot pronounce, Veloce, I don't know, but they do look really good. I'm probably going to swap out the mounting plate for a DLA-H flush mount and switch to a Shield RMS so I can actually co-witness with the suppressor height sights. And yeah, I mean, that looks great. So again, thank you for sharing that one, Charlie. All right, guys, finishing it up, we have this Beretta here from Paul. He said, this is not my last purchase, but it's like a new gun to me because I finally completed my shotgun. He said he's been waiting for the handguard to be released since SHOT Show, which was back in January. So this is a Beretta 1301 Tactical in OD green. It's got the Nordic extension tube, an Aridus Industries Imperium handguard. For now, a Rain 3.0 in FDE while I wait for the OD Green Rain 3.0 to be delivered. So that's from Cloud Defensive. It's got an Arisaka QD mount and a low-profile Picatinny rail to mount the light switch. Also a Tony Systems Match Saver, I believe, Match Saver M-Lock. On top, it's got an Acro P2 on a Reptilia mount. It's got the S-Tac Card Shell 7-round shell holder. And then on the stock, I installed the GroveTech QD hollow mount so I can run my Vickers padded sling. And then he's also got a YouTube channel. I think it's Polaco TL. Correct me if I pronounced that wrong, but yeah, that looks sick. I also like the Beretta patch you have there. I want to get one of these 1301s. I've seen green, I've seen gray. Those look sick. I don't know what color I'd go with. Maybe FDE, but yeah, yours looks really good, especially with the Tropic multicam sling from the Blue Force gear. But yeah, thank you for sharing that one, Paul, and thank you to everyone else that shared this week. These were a lot of great viewer builds. Thank you again to everyone that participated this week. Those were a lot of really cool guns. And again, if you want to participate in the next viewer build, which is going to be Save Queens, send the picture to my email, sales@atroxco.com. Also, if you are looking to buy a card to help me fund another cool gun, hit me up. Again, 2011 Camaro SS. And yeah, I am really looking forward to being able to show you guys that gun whenever I get it. I'm going to make it happen, whether I have to sell guns, cars, whatever. Yeah, I get excited about guns and then I obsess over them. Like I obsessed over this one, this came in, I obsessed over this, and yeah, lots of cool guns out there. Can't have them all, but I'm very grateful for what I have been able to get. And seeing the guns that you guys send in, it's always really cool as well. So I want to keep this viewer build theme going on. But yeah, thank you guys for watching and stay tuned for my next video.